up, everybody? I'm Bob Walters. That's Brett Grasso. This is Locked Up Sports. It is Saturday NFL, second week of the Saturday NFL. It is big-time playoff implications, much better games than Christmas. 2 games today.
Yep.
Texans, Chargers early at 4 o'clock in about 25 minutes, followed by Ravens and the Packers. A huge game for both teams, and the backup quarterbacks are playing for both of them. It's the backup bowl. You got the quarterbacks hurt, and the Ravens season on the line, and you got Huntley, and Huntley's got the game for you, and then and then on the other side it's Willis, who actually played okay, but Willis has been hurt because he also got hurt in the game last week. Hurt his shoulder. He hasn't practiced fully at all this week, so now it's gonna be fake. Could either be like a 3-0 snooze fest, or it's gonna be wild. So we'll see. But the first game is good too. Texans and Chargers, and I love the Chargers. I think Chargers are going to win. I think Texas is a good defense, but I think the Chargers are a good team.
That's going to be a good game.
That's
like a sleeper game.
Yeah,
I like that game.
Absolutely. That's a good game. We're also going to talk about the Jets screwing up everything. And you've heard the story, but the Jets screwed up everything. And Brett's got some new NFL rules. They're not rules. New NFL hacks. They're NFL hacks, right?
They're hacks. They are hacks. They're NFL hacks. And they're going to have to come up with some new rules. Once the coaches get a hold of this could change a game today if I could get to a coach. They're not. It's a little out of. They're a little wild. One of them's a little wild. We're not going to say what they are. But before we get there, do you believe one of these rules could affect the outcome of a game today if I got this in there?
Yeah. This is the second one you told me. Maybe,
boom,
possibly.
I heard it. No,
possibly.
solid. No, I heard you.
I didn't want him to tell me. I go, he's about to 2 minutes ago. He's like, let me tell you. And I go, I don't want to know. And he goes, no. He's dying. The team's so proud of this stuff. I was like, what, you type it in AI? And he goes, no. I swear. He goes, I swear, it's mine. So I'm going to take his word for it. There it is.
Straight originals.
We'll get to that towards the end in a little bit. But we got 2 games today, right? First one up, you got the Chargers. I think the Chargers are a sleeper team in the AFC. I think they're good. You don't hear much about them, right? You hear about the Broncos and the Patriots and the Bills and that whole thing, and even the Colts with everything that they're going through. And then you got the Texans, who a lot of people like because of the defense, and defense travels in the playoffs. What do you think about this one? It's in LA.
And you have that, and CJ Stroud is a quarterback. Like, you have someone who can affect the game in multiple ways. Now, he's had his struggles, elite kind of early, just feel similar to like a Jaden Daniels. Like, oh my God, what some of these amazing freshman seasons out of these guys. A little bit of a step back, but that's just life. You can't.
But he just needs to manage the game, right? He doesn't need to win this thing. The defense will take care of that.
That's the thing.
Just don't screw it up.
But the moment that you have that defense, you just have to be a game manager. You can't be your classic. What did we see last week? Someone with 6 turnovers, and that's the only reason they lost.
2 days ago.
Right. And that's the stuff where you go, no, you may not have to go throw 4 touchdowns like Dak Prescott, but you can't give up 3 turnovers or 3 interceptions, and you have to be able to know how to manage a game. And I think that's exactly what CJ Stroud's capable of. And so I honestly like the Texans, to be honest with you.
He's also capable, though. He's also capable. I mean, I think there's a little bit more on the line for the Texans just because they're not in yet. I mean, they're in the. They haven't clinched yet. They're in the. If it started today, they'd be a playoff team. But see, Stroud. Listen, they started 0-3, so it's 0-3 in the playoffs is like, that's panic. It's over. Like, I think it's like 15% of 0-3 teams that start 0-3 make the playoffs. 0-4, it's a death sentence. But 0-3, you're in big trouble. They did that. Now, they fought all the way back, but he didn't play well in those 3 games. And what he did was he tried to win the game. The game that I watched of them, where he played really well, not even really well, just didn't screw it up, was against the Chiefs on that night game where they won that game. And he played like DC. He played okay. He didn't screw it up. Don't take chances. You don't have to take chances. Your defense will win it for you.
No, I really believe that, and I think that the problem is you go against the Chargers, and you go they're just out west. Nobody has any idea. Like you said, a sleeper. I think they're the team who goes in and knocks off one of these teams who's going to be favorite, who's going to be in their home. I think that's the wild card sleeper when you go in, and now, I mean, we have so many moving parts, you can't even really figure out where they're going to be. You don't know where
anybody's going to be yet.
Right. No idea. So it could not match up maybe for them, but
Herbert's my favorite quarterback in the league. Herbert. I think he's so underrated. He's so good. He's so good. Nobody talks about him, and he's so good. The Chargers will always screw it up, though. They always find a way to screw it up. Even 20 years ago, they've been doing this. For 20, 25 years, screwing it up.
Yeah, and that's the problem. But I do see them being able to go, one, great, this is might be the game of I think this is the game of the day. I think that you're right. Herbert shows out a little bit today, but I think Houston's defense comes up with something that keeps this a game. And if CJ Stroud, it's going to be a late drive, CJ Stroud, field goal to like win it or send it to overtime type of situation. I think that the Chargers were up in the fourth quarter and, Houston comes back to tie it or win it late.
Yeah, listen, it's going to be, and like I said, I picked the Chargers preseason when I was picking over-unders. I think the Chargers are the only one I got right. When I did like 4 of them or 5 of them, I think. I got Giants, I did over, wrong. Jets, over, wrong. Niners, under.
How'd you do that?
I did it like by myself one day.
Niners, Giants,
well, come on. The Giants were like 4.5.
That was the best part is you didn't even have to give a number. That's the funniest part of the whole thing. For neither one, everybody in America was disgusted by you, and you could have said 2.
Yeah, no, it was 2. Yeah, it was. Giants were, I think, 4.5, and the Jets were 5.5. And I was like, the Giants gonna be bad, but they can't. They can't lose.
It seems so easy with the extra game and all that. No, my God,
I picked Giants over, Jets over, Niners under, and I picked Chargers over. The only one. I'm 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4, and it was the Chargers because they're good. I think the Chargers are good, but I mean,
but you know what it is. Don't worry about that. Worry about Pop. This is an improvement from your lifetime averages. So this is like what you have to like. That it may seem like not good to everybody else. This is an improvement, Bob. I'm proud.
Hey, listen. Remember, just a couple of days ago, I was telling you I lost $70 on the first basket. In the Knicks game, and
no. You can't complain 1 second this year. You walk into Jake's. You had a good day at Jake's.
Yeah,
I saw a couple good ones at City Field.
11,000 to start the year at Jake's when my wife hit, and then I hit for like 1,000 just a month or 2 ago.
And I think we're the only pair who is profitable with season tickets at City Field this year. So, Bob, let's let's tone it down a little bit for any wins and losses.
We got on the dugout front row seats for every game for like $200.
And then we place bets that we tend to win, throughout the year. If they were a better team, we would have actually like made some good money. Imagine if they were like what they were supposed to be.
You can't go to the game and bet against the team.
No,
even if you're not sure, but you always put like $25 on it or someone hit a home run.
Just be glad you're not an A's fan, because imagine what it's like for them where they show up and nobody ever hits a home run all year.
Season tickets. Now, speaking of season tickets, before we get to the second game, the Jets had a season ticket holder. We should have got her name before we did that. I'll get it in a second. She's a season ticket holder. She didn't seek it out. She was doing like kicking field goals outside the stadium before one of the games. Her and her father have gone to the games forever, 15 years. Her father died in the last couple of years of like cancer. She kept the tickets. She goes with her sisters. The sisters and the mom go. I think they have 3 seats or 2 seats, and then one of the sisters each week they alternate and they bring the mom. So she was kicking field goals, whatever, before the game outside at some like fan zone thing. And someone of the Jets representatives saw her and they said, "Hey," because she was kicking good. You want to come kick? Try out for this contest that's going on? She's like, all right, whatever. All right, come back in 2 weeks. She kicked.
Do you think they picked somebody? Do you think they picked somebody that was like a quality kicker?
They picked somebody. She was good. She's obviously good. She's a college D1 professional. She was a D1 college player, and they knew that. She told them.
But they don't want them to really cash.
But she was a goalie too. No, because someone's gonna get it's $100,000.
Please go on, because the Jets wrecked. Don't worry, the Jets wrecked the story on their own. Continue.
It's all insured, but so now. She's practicing because she's like practicing, and she's good because she played D1. She's a high school now coach out on Long Island or somewhere. And 2 weeks ago, they call her and they go, we didn't know you were a coach on Long Island. She's like, I told you I played D1. I was a goalie at St. John's. I don't know what are you talking about. And they're like, well, you can't go because obviously someone at the insurance company for the $100,000 called them, dug through the rules, because they have some minimum wage admin assistant sitting there. And they're like, dig through the rules, dig through these people.
that's kind of like I said though. Like they're looking for somebody who's not making this kick. The last thing in the world is someone who's gonna make this kick. And now,
it's a 35-yarder. It's hard to make either way with the pressure on you.
But they put into the rules of you can't be a professional kicker.
Yeah.
You can't be a whatever.
This is the rule. You can't be a current coach. You can't be You can't be within the last, I think, 5 or 10 years, a former D1 college soccer, rugby, or something else player. Right? So you couldn't be any of those rugby or soccer player, D1, because they're going to make it. It's like a 35-yard field goal.
Yeah, can't be poor. We get to only goes to people who are rich.
They call her and she's like, "What are you talking about? I was kicking for my father. I was going to donate some of the money to the cancer fund in his name." The whole family. She had 18 people get tickets in her family. They were all going. They're like, "You're out. You're out." So then she went to the Post, and the Post called the Jets. The Jets were like, "Nothing we can do. Nothing we can do."
What'd they do?
She broke the rules. They didn't do anything until yesterday. McAfee picks it up, and McAfee starts trashing the Jets, and then everybody was trashing the Jets online. By the time, by the time I saw the story, everybody was trashing the Jets, and they're like this. So they go, "Okay, listen. We can't do it. The insurance company. They didn't say this, but the insurance company's not going to pay. We don't want to pay out $100,000 to you, just in case. And your college here. How about we give you? We're going to give you a $100 Visa gift card and a jersey." And she's like, "What, are you kidding me?" So she goes, "No, you know what she said to him? We have spent over $1 million. We have given you guys over $1 million, 20 years season tickets, buying all stuff there, the parking, everything." Yeah. The 18 people that were going with her sold their tickets. Gave them, they're like, "We're not going." Right? So the Jets said, "We'll buy the tickets from them." Because nobody's buying it. You're going to sell for $10, right? You're going to sell for $10. So the Jets said,
face
"We'll buy the
value,
tickets."
or are we getting? What are we getting? I'll give them they should negotiate.
So you see like the rows, and then they were like, "Okay, we'll buy the tickets." And then she goes, "Well, I was going to give $20,000 to my father's cancer fund," and they were like, and then they came back after a little bit of pressure, and they said, "We'll donate, we'll match it or something. We'll give you $20,000 for the cancer fund, which they could write off." So then McAfee starts killing. They're getting slaughtered online. People are like, "You serious?" And then they said, "Okay, we'll let you in." But it's way too late at this point, right? They
okay. So officially,
she's in.
So officially, they are letting her in to try and win.
And the best part is,
but the Jets the insurance company don't want to pay the monies. But
they're not paying. They won't pay the money. The insurance company, you know how insurance companies are. They're not paying it either way.
It doesn't matter.
But that's even better because screw the Jets. Now they're on the hook for it.
Sometimes these corporations have deep legal teams. They have deep vetting teams to get the right people in there. They have all the money in the world. They are billion-dollar corporations. And they don't do their due diligence sometimes, and they're quick about whatever, and that's on them. And you have to eat every dollar of it. I don't care if it's a half-court shot you thought some kid could never make, where it's like you got to make 2 of them.
Yeah, because the Jets didn't figure this out. The insurance company was combing through the legal work. They some $20 an hour kid. Listen, this is what you got to do this week. Call everybody here, get their background, make sure they all fit. And he's like, "Wait a minute, this chick was is a coach in high school and she played D1. What are you doing?" So they're not paying either way. They're not budgeting on it.
But that's what you want. The truth is today you want someone to make it. That's the viral video is when they make it and the crowd goes wild.
And the insurance company covers it. You just paid a premium for a couple months.
Right. So you want somebody. Now you went out and you pick somebody who doesn't work for your fine print. That's okay. That's on you. Now at that point you have to make it up right away. You have to go wait till someone's begging you. It's too late.
The worst is they offered her $100 gift card.
That's the worst.
That's a smack in the face.
Yeah, and then they're still under the impression of, all right, maybe she won't even use the gift card. Maybe she leaves it in her wallet and she doesn't even cash it. And then it's just a total win.
Maybe it's one of those where we buy it, and someone else already scratched it. They're waiting for someone to buy it.
There's not a single person listening to this show right now who doesn't have that gift card sitting on their table that's never getting used this year.
And
you can say you're going to use
it. I got one.
You got 6 of them, one from Chipotle, one from this. You're going to be standing in line at Chipotle, and you are using cash or your own bank.
It's like they came home, Brett, and I was like, "Oh," and she's like, your mom got you a couple stuff, right?" And I'm opening it, and it's literally like it's I love the stuff, Mom, But it's the same stuff every year. You know, it's okay. It's a pair of sweats. It's a nice
nice
sweatshirt,
socks.
nice button-down shirt. Well, socks, this and that. It's an Under Armour shirt, right? Literally the exact same Under Armour shirt, exact same color, I have 3 of them in my closet now, and I was like, I like a nice blue one or an orange one.
No,
it's the same black one every year. I got 4 of them now.
No, but I think the deal is though, like she knows you like that, and now she can't go wrong. What if she got you, the wrong colored shirt? What if it's a Yankees pinstripe?
This
I'd like perfect. Good job, Joni.
Yeah, but I got 4 of them. I got 4 of them.
Of course you do, Bobby. You use them so often because you like them so much, and that's
right
the whole
here.
point.
I was wearing it yesterday. That's why I sit right there.
I swear, if you show up in another spring Mets game without a sweatshirt on, like I've seen you, and you got 4 of those at home, there's going to be issues.
Yeah,
Joni's going to be pissed.
So they're going to let her. And now listen. Now is she run? Because really, she shouldn't be in this contest, right? Like the real thing is you're not supposed to be in this. You don't qualify.
No.
Are you the bad guy? Am I a bad guy for saying no? I'm not. That's not how I feel. But is the bad guy? Is that a bad guy thing to say?
Here's the answer. Here's the answer to all these contests. This includes McAfee's contest all year of College Game Day of giving away massive $1 million kicks, and literally giving $1 million.
A second chance
going to charity, and I love it. Their whole concept was we're about to give away tens of millions of dollars to charity, or one way or the other. And you know what? The only issue I have with all these kicks is that they go out and give them to people who tend to be privileged. You were a season ticket holder for so many years, and that's not who the biggest Jets fan is. The biggest Jets fan is the guy who could never afford a season ticket, who once a year stretches his budget and gives his kid open that Christmas present and said, you're going to your first Jets game.
But this girl's tickets are in the 200s. That's that mezzanine, that small level.
We were okay as kids, right? We weren't poor. We could never. The only time we ever went to a football game is if someone gave us like a free ticket or did whatever.
Man. Listen, I used to. I was dying. I wanted to go to football games so bad. I always wanted to go to a Giants game. Always, and a Rangers game too. Giants and Rangers games. And I remember my father, I would look in the paper, and there'd be the paper, the section where people were selling ticket brokers. Yeah. And my father would be like $200. He's like, I can't afford that. First game I went to, I went to a Jets game.
That's a whole week's salary back then of whatever, and it's insane. And you don't get that. So I don't have this feeling that the kid, and the same thing on the college campus. The kids who were given it, one of the kids, they offered him $1.5 million to make this kick, right?
In the stadium.
No, do you know what he says?
Give it to charity.
I don't need it. No, I don't need it.
I know.
I'm pretty well off. How is that the kid who's kicking? There shouldn't be a single kid in that
No, they picked him from a lottery. He was a lottery pick. He was a lottery pick.
But no, I know. But there shouldn't be a single person in that lotto that has more than 10 grand in the bank. Do you know what I mean? Someone who really is desperate. And there are so many of them in the world that to see this egregious amount of money go to someone who's already, and you don't have to be rich. You can just be okay. I'm talking this needs to go to the down and out, good story. They pull them out every year. The Jets do a good job, and the NFL does a good job of, finding those people. But
I think the insurance company again. I think the insurance company wants it to be random because the insurance company wants you to miss it.
Bob, even better though is the people who are less fortunate. They're not going to make the kick anyway, right? They got no chance, right? They don't have enough vitamins in them. They didn't get enough nutrition. They had a rough child. It's how it goes, Bob. So this is what they want. It's perfect. It's a win-win. Win-win. Give the money away. Just give it away.
No, I agree. There's my buddy, Freddie Henderson. Freddie, what's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
He has his own show. Check out his streaming network and go over to his profile, check him out. You'll find out everything about it. They got a good show over there, good network over there. I was trying to do a couple shows over on his network, Brett.
All right, now we're talking.
But I was I worked 18 hours. Now I've been off for a month, so
maybe we can do
working on it.
Yeah.
Well, you like this? You like this, Fred? You can have this. We'll go.
Let's get into it. Maybe he'll like some of my my new NFL.
Oh yeah. Let's get to your hacks. The last thing I gotta say about this chick is she better make the kick.
Oh yeah.
Now the pressure's on. You better make the damn kick.
They better give her a second chance if she misses.
Because one, the insurance isn't paying it, so it's coming out of Woody's pocket.
Yeah,
the insurance not paying it. They don't have
a heart. It's coming out of all our pockets. He's going to be short the beers this much. I want this much less beer on the top of every cup. Done.
All right, so we got NFL hacks here before we send you out to the stadium. The first game, Chargers and Texans. Brett, give me your NFL hack.
I'm going to start with one that popped in my head today. And this is not really a hack. It's not an in-game hack. This one itself is, I think that head coaches need to start being treated more like mid-grade quarterbacks. And what I mean is
this one.
They need to have now, don't bring one head coach in, bring 2 head coaches in and have them compete in the preseason to see who's going to make it. Who's the coach who do they rally behind? And then all of a sudden you demote the other. Now, listen, we understand the top tier coaches are not going for this, but there is 50 capable coaches that would take this opportunity that may never have a chance. And I truly believe you let them compete like quarterbacks, that you'll get the best out of you get real competition from a head coach. What do you think, Bob? Anything? Maybe?
Well, I think you root for a team that just tried to cheap its way out of $100,000 with $100 gift card. So I don't think you're getting Rex Ryan as your backup coach. But I don't disagree with it. I also like our buddy Frank's, where you're demoting teams down to the European League and stuff. Right? Is that what he was talking about? I saw glimpses of that Texas. But I like it. I like it because, now let me ask you this: does the Rooney Rule extend to that? Do you have to have a black coach in the camp?
There is nothing that enhances the Rooney Rule more than that. Guaranteed, one has to be white, one has to be black.
Who's the best coach in the league is NFL. Right? It is Tomlin, right? I don't care how bad they are this year. I'd take Tomlin in a heartbeat.
Always have to have perfect. You got to have. It's tough. There's a lot. There's a lot going on.
I like it. I do like it. But why can put some pressure on the coach? Because the only pressure they have now going into the season is it am I a lame duck? Is it my last year? None of them want to coach on their 1 year with 1 year left in the contract for whatever reason, which is stupid to me as far as I'm concerned. I'd leave them on 1 year, right? Let me see how you're doing. I'm not going to just sign you. You're going to have 1 year contract. You might not make it at the end of this year.
And then listen, after preseason, you're not our guy. We don't think so. You go down we demote you to the coach's practice squad. So you coach the practice squad, right? You're not the assistant coach. We're not even on this staff. You're separate. You have your own little staff, right? And so all of a sudden the other coach.
Now, if you make it, does your whole staff come up with you?
Just these key guys. You need the key guys,
the coordinators,
not the rest. You're not getting a new towel boy. You know what I mean? But you got to have the guy that
follows you with the wire.
The guy
that follows you with the wire.
The rest is nothing. Gatorade guys.
My father used to always say the worst job in the world is the guy that has to follow the coach with holding the wire.
Oh, yeah, and now it's wireless, so then there's just Wi-Fi issues.
I don't know. There's still a guy. I'm telling you, there's still a guy there.
No, I know. But now it's become probably an IT guy. It's much more. It's a degree. The guy used to be you showed up and you knew somebody, and now it's no, I'm sorry, you had to go to ITT Tech.
So I like that one. Count me in. Count me in on that one. Right. What should I? The second one is stupid. To me, the second one's stupid. But go ahead.
I like it. Okay, and I'm gonna make it where it sounds even better. So the other ones are more in-game rules, and the key to this one is receivers. Now they're going up for balls, right? Getting these crazy balls. You're jumping on the sideline. Why don't they just hold them? Don't let them touch the ground. Pick the guy up and walk him out of bounds. It's not a catch, right?
No, it's not. But you're talking about picking. You're talking about a guy goes up to catch a ball. Instead of going up,
grab him.
Instead of going up to defend the ball, right? You're going to let him catch it.
No, don't tackle him.
No. Instead of going up and knocking it down, right? Yeah. You're going to let him catch it.
You weren't able to.
Catch him on his legs when he comes down. Catch him. And then run him out of bounds.
Carry him out of bounds.
Good luck. Carry
5 yards.
You wouldn't be able to do that
5
to
yards.
me. And I'm not a professional athlete.
5. No, Bob. Even
the way he described it to me was coming across the middle. So I catch a guy. I'm picturing a guy catching it in the hashtags. Yeah. You catch him in midair as he's coming down, and you run him out of bounds.
No, see, I thought about it more. I think it works better on those, which are so many sideline,
outside the numbers,
so many sideline catches, and they're going that way. And I feel like the guy, instead of trying to tackle, because it's not about trying to get it. This is typically the trying to tackle phase instead of the trying to get the ball. Instead of tackling, catch him and lift him, and just walk him out of bounds.
What if you have to get out of bounds? Is it a catch if you set it up so your guy catches you? Because then now you're not fighting. Now you're not fighting him. Is that a catch?
I can understand that. No. You
what if
got
he
to still
hands him the
touch
ball?
the
Hands
ground.
him the ball before he comes out of bounds.
Hands him the ball, which we've seen I'm on my way out of bounds, like jumping, and you catch it, and then they lateral it back in. Which is the catch.
That's the Lions. The Lions and Steelers.
No,
2 weeks ago.
What I want? Okay, now here's a big play. As we've seen late in games, what do? There's no timeouts left. You're on offense.
Love
you got to
one,
get down the field.
Love one, hate one so far. So this is the tiebreaker.
Right. So we've had this scenario. Tie game, you're driving, you have no timeouts. There's only, say, 20 seconds left. And you know they're not going to let you throw it on the outside. You know they leave you the middle of the field because if you catch it on the middle of the field, the clock's going to run out, right? Like every time, clock's going to run out, game over. So the defense just gives you the middle of the field. What if on that play, they throw the ball down the middle, and the moment it's caught, that guy laterals it across the field out of bounds?
Okay, so you catch the ball. You catch the ball. You're out of field goal range. 10 seconds
15
left.
seconds.
You throw it 20 yards.
Down to 10.
You throw
10
it 20 yards.
You catch that ball.
Throw 20 yards. You get the ball. You're in field goal range.
Wide open middle.
Middle. In field goal range. Now the clock's at 6 seconds. Instead of going and running, trying to get out of bounds, because if you get tackled in bounds, game over. You have no timeouts. You catch the ball. You turn around. You throw it backwards out of bounds. Yes, maybe 5 yards. So you lose 5 yards from where you catch it. You're still in field goal range.
You're still in field goal range. So I believe that can get done. Like,
I don't know if that violates a rule or not. I don't. It sounds like it might with the fumble at the end of the game and the last 2 minutes.
The key is you can't just launch it into the stands because it doesn't count until the ball gets touched. So you need to So
you want to have a guy there.
Right, you just have to throw it on the line.
Yeah.
And you have to have enough time.
It's gonna hit somebody. They're all on the sideline.
Put it this way: if you catch that ball with 10 seconds left, now that would not be enough time to get to the line and run a play.
You better get out of bounds. You better get out of bounds fast.
But it would be enough time to catch that ball down the middle of the field. 10 seconds, and you could throw it out of bounds laterally, and the clock stops.
I think you might get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
No, that is not true. They will change the rule tomorrow, but you will get away with it that's the rule that I believe.
You don't think that's unsportsmanlike conduct?
I believe that could come up in a scenario this week. No, it's not. That is learning the rule book.
It's a Belichick thing. It's a Belichick thing. It's a Belichick thing, right?
Yeah,
I get it.
And saying, wait a minute, and he'll come and you'll know you're doing it. So you already looked at the rule book and you turn back and these guys know the rule book. One thing these officials know is the rule, and you turn back and say,
you had a whole city bent out of shape because the referee said offensive pass interference. No, the touchdown count. It's a touchdown. Offensive pass interference. So don't tell me everybody knows the rules. People don't know the rules.
No. You're they don't. The officials know the rules.
The officials know the rules.
That's what I mean by this is, so when Belichick or whoever that coach is goes to them and says, no, you know the rule. It's this, and this. They're going to say,
do you tell the referee you're doing it before you do it? Is it like the tackle eligible where you're like, hey, listen.
Love it. Love that, Bob. Best idea you've had all day.
Yeah, listen, this is what we're doing 100%. Here, so don't bug out.
Just so
don't bug out when it happens.
Weird in the middle. Yeah, exactly. Just so we all because everybody's
going to look weird. The guy catches it over the middle and he just throws it out of bounds. People can be like, what are you doing? And the referees are going to be like, what are you doing too? Yeah. Tell them it's going to happen before it happens.
It's very hard, though. The hard part is, you know how it goes with momentum when you throw that ball? You never know if you're really throwing a lateral until you every time you see these guys
because you're not a quarterback either. You're not a quarterback. You're some receiver with gloves on.
You make sure that part's part of the scenario. The guy who does it is that guy. You all have that guy on the team.
Now let me ask you this: what if you hit somebody? What if you hit one of your players, or you hit something before it goes out of bounds? Because you're talking about throwing a line drive, right? So there's going to be play. You're in the middle of the field. Because it works because the middle of the field's going to be open because they leave the middle of the field open because they'll let you catch that. They tackle you, game's over. So they don't care if you catch a 20-yard pass in the middle of the field with 10 seconds.
Do not.
And
so it's not.
So it's going to be open.
I'm telling you, you will be open enough to do it. In a regular play, if you did that, you're going to get tackled within 2 seconds. On this play, you're not going to have a defender in the middle of the field. And they don't even care. The thing is, it's not like they're going to react to you in the middle of the field because that's what they want. And everybody else goes outside.
Yeah,
it's just that. And it doesn't, Bob, even better, it doesn't have to be some deep pass. That can be the running back just filtering out to a right up the middle.
Oh, yeah, it could be a button hook. A 10-yard button hook, he turns around.
Yeah, exactly. Not even just in stride, boom, here you go. Right
can
over,
you run
boom,
10 yards? Can you run 10 yards then do it?
you can do whatever you want as long as you get
go,
there. And
what
the
if you're heading out of
momentum is
bounds? You're heading out of bounds. You're about to get tackled, and you just throw it. Is that what you say you could do too? If you're like,
I think that's in every scenario, Bob. In any scenario on the field at any point, that can happen.
I think it's unsportsmanlike conduct.
I'm just saying, if right now in the middle of the field, there's 10 seconds left in the game today, the ball's thrown over the middle by 30 yards, perfect catch, and that guy just throws it out of bounds, the game is going to end. It's just going to stop the clock. Kick the field goal, you win. You didn't have any timeouts, but you threw in the middle of the field, which everybody said could never be done in this scenario.
Yeah. You can't throw it in the middle of the field. He's got to keep it outside.
They all said it can never be done. But you threw the ball to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he caught it. Yeah, he threw that perfect dart.
And like
he throws a perfect dart
out
of bounds. Have to throw kicker comes in and you win.
It's going to be an easy play because they're going to give you that. They love for you that play. They love for you to catch that pass.
All day. They'll let you freaking just hang around over there, to be honest with you. They let the clock even tick away.
I got to think about it. So one I love, one I like, one I hate, and one I don't know. I think it might be a penalty.
I got it. I just need, if anybody knows a coach or an into a playmaker, get him in.
I got a referee for a guy that does a referee podcast. He's like a college referee or something. I'm friendly with him on LinkedIn. I'm going to bring it to him.
It's important.
I'm going to bring it to him, and I'm going to ask him. And if anybody who knows my brother, coaches and referees all these things. He takes classes and stuff. Where's Brian?
Oh, I like that.
So that's it. Chargers, Texans getting underway right now. Tonight, it's the backup bowl. It's the Ravens. It's the Packers from Lambeau Field.
What are you going to say about that? Yeah, what are you going to say about that?
It could be a 3-0, right? It could be 3-0.
Just like Lamar Jackson in a meeting, it's a sleeper.
All right. Oh, and quick note, personal note. Vasey can't make it to the dinner tomorrow, the brunch.
So he's gonna kill you.
Let me get in touch with me now after the game. I can't make it because I got my rec hours. Can't make it.
Send it to the group chat. Is that how you doing?
So that does it for us. Enjoy the games, everybody. Oh, and if you don't have Peacock tonight, come on over to Twitch. We'll be doing the game on the radio version of the game, the live radio call on Twitch tonight of the Ravens Packers. So that's it.
Wow. So you better get your backup quarterback name straight. You got a lot of work to do.
I got my sheet. I got my sheet here and everything. I'm ready to go. I've been prepping. I did it last week and I wasn't prepared. It's not as easy as it looks.
Backup. Imagine they get hurt. What are you going to do? Then what?
Listen, they just start making stuff up. Hey, listen, we had Scott Farrell here, right? He did WFAN last night. He said he just made stuff up.
That's what we do. That's me at work every day. And the best part is the nurses are like, how do you know everything? I go, I don't know anything. I just pretend. And I was like, that's just how it works.
So fake it till you make it. That does it for us. For Brett Grasso, I'm Bob Walters from the Brian Gunzel Studios. See ya.